Hello, and welcome back to another installment of Your Health, Wealth, and Happiness. Today we're going to be addressing the issues of alopecia, more commonly known as hair loss. No one wants to lose their hair, but it happens. So we're going to find out why and what we can do to treat it. Joining us, we have Dr. Sadiq with us. Welcome back, Doctor.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
We love having you. So, Doctor, tell us, what causes hair loss?
Oh, it's a very common and it's a topic which is dear to everyone, that how the hair loss and what is the reason. Actually, each person loses 50 to 100 hair loss almost every day. Obviously, nobody counts, but that's how it is. And there are many reasons for that. Number one reason for that can be just the simple stress. We think too much and we get stressed out, and that causes our general health along with the hair loss. And then there are some other conditions, which are medical conditions, which can cause we call alopecia, loss of hair. That is very important. And then on the top of everything is sometimes genetics. Almost 80 million of people in the United States have the hair loss problem.
So can this type of hair loss occur in both men and women? Is there one gender who is more susceptible than the other?
Actually, it can happen in both. Men, but we see more men than women, but it's actually a problem in both male and female.
How can you tell if they experience hair loss if we lose 100 hair a day?
Actually, hair loss does not happen abruptly. It usually does happen gradually. So, as I said earlier, nobody counts that 100 hair loss. I will talk about myself. Every day when I brush my hair, I know that I'm losing. My hair is thinning over the period of 20 years. I used to have like much thicker and a lot of hair than now. It also happens with age, but then there are different type of hair loss in which you will see there is some patches of the hair loss, or there is like a certain baldness comes from the sides or from. I know a patient who has the big patches in all of his head. There are some reasons for those kind of hair loss. As I said earlier, medical condition that can be autoimmune. So there are like thyroid problem. There is a lot of different factors.
So is hair loss preventable? If so, can we prevent it from happening to us?
If it's genetic hair loss, then it's hard. It's not preventable. But yes, we can slow down the process. I must say that. If you see that the problem is there, and you actually start doing things which can help, or I say that slow down the process. So yes, we know its genetics are there, but you change the environment. You change the factors which can either accelerate the process or it can slow down the process. So we have a lot of things which I can mention here which we can avoid, slow down the process. A lot of chemicals, and people tie their hair very tight. That also is one of the factor. And then you see these days we have a lot of hair dryers. We are in hurry. We have to dry up the hair quickly in 2 minutes, other than the natural way. So that also affects your heat. Actually, really affects the hair. Also, ironing. I have a niece who does iron all the time, and I actually tell her, what are you doing? You're burning your hair. It's no matter. And then she tells me, no, I have a solution. I protect my hair. That is not the case. It's literally your hot iron, and you are like really, you're killing the hair slowly. So I've pointed out that these are the things we can actually take care of them, or we have to be extra cautious. You can slow down the process of hair loss. But some medical conditions, such as cancers, or we just, when we are getting the treatment for the cancer, obviously we will lose the hair, but they come back after the chemotherapy.
Well, let's jump to a true or false questionnaire. True or false? Shaving increases hair growth.
False. It's a myth. Trying to get more hair, I've seen that people will say, oh, they will shave the hair and they expect that there will be more hair to come. That's not the case. It won't happen. Actually, shaving does help to remove the damaged hair, so you will get the new hair. That is but when the new hair comes, sometimes they look thicker. So that's why people think that, oh, this is better. But definitely it takes care of the damaged hair.
And true or false, dandruff can aid in hair thinning or hair loss?
Dandruff does not directly play a role in the hair loss as such, but because if you know that when we get dandruff, there's itchy, and if we get itchy scalp, so you will really scratch the scalp so often, so it's going to damage the hair that way.
And are there dietary choices we should be making to prevent the slowdown of hair loss?
That's my favorite topic. Hair actually, as I always talk about the diet is my favorite topic. Diet is extremely important. The hair also are like live, like our skin. We take care of the things and which diet we should eat. My husband, he's having thinning of the hair and he started losing. So I got a home remedy in that I mixed the honey in the beginning, and now when it's professionally available. So this whole solution is made up of all food products. In that there's turmeric, there is honey, there is black seeds, and there is all good stuff. Because honey is an anti-inflammatory, so it reduces the inflammation in the scalp area. So that actually helps the growth, or that actually is good for the hair health. So again, some of the products which one should avoid is dairy, carbonated beverages, and anything which is sugary or greasy, that can actually be damaging to the hair. But also multivitamin is very important. As I always tell people, have one multivitamin, it is going to help your hair growth. And also folic acid separate, or vitamin B12, that's really good. Low protein, low caloric diet is going to be important. Iron is very important. So drinking 1 glass of milk every day and 1 apple every day, and also 1 tablespoon of honey, that will help your hair growth.
Now, doctor, you had mentioned that most people tend to experience hair loss as they age. Is it possible for children to develop hair loss?
Sure, there are like almost 3% of the children in United States who actually has a hair loss problem. So yes, children also can do that, and there's multiple problem again on our list. That number 1 is the dietary. Nutritional deficiency is a simple problem which we can fix, but it's the most common one. Also, the children pull their hair, and that also causes a problem. And ringworm infection of the scalp, that's actually a very sometimes it's actually doesn't go away that easily. So one must see the doctor if they see their children are losing hair. So the doctor will look at the child very carefully, especially the scalp. The careful look is very, very important.
All right, so let's say that I'm experiencing hair loss. What can I do as far as treatment goes?
That's the most common question and most important question. What should we do? The most important thing is, number 1 is you have to watch the diet. The diet is very, very important. It's not an easy fix, because people sometimes wants, I get the pill and I get the treatment of hair loss. That will not happen. Even there are some medications which are available for the hair growth. They have a lot of side effects. So even people start putting those, or sometimes even the pill form or the solution, they put it in the hair. Yes, you can do that, but then you will have a side effect. Then there is another option, is hair transplant, when the people really have a problem. But hair transplant is a surgery. It's not a simple solution. So there is a side effect of bleeding and then infection. All these kind of things are actually happen after the surgery.
And should these treatments be started early? Like, should I go running out to get my treatment as soon as I begin losing my hair? Or should I wait until it progresses further?
I would recommend that start the treatment as soon as possible. Like these days, I'm seeing my hair is actually thinning out because of the diet. If I don't eat properly, so I'm like started doing my own treatment. My own treatment is I'm eating now healthier than 5 years ago. I make sure that I take glass of milk. I make sure I take apple, And then I have this solution which I use. It is known as hair back. It might be available on the internet. It's a dietary products which they have put it in a nice form. It has mostly honey in it. That helps the growth of the hair. So I have started using that. Sooner treatment is very, very important, but it's unpredictable. I would say that go and seek the advice from the doctor or from the consultant.
And when should people see their doctors in regards to this hair loss? Is there a particular time?
Suppose I'm having a little thinning of the hair, that's I know that. But then there is another type of hair loss which we call it like in the patches, and that needs right away attention of a doctor, because that can be a problem where we call it autoimmune problem. So where then sometimes there is a thyroid problems, and along with that you are getting patchy hair or alopecia. So maybe there is more to it. It's not a simple thing. They have some internal systemic diseases and they need attention of a doctor.
Well, this is all good to know. This has been a really great information to receive. Do you have any last words of advice for those suffering from hair loss?
My advice is that one should pay attention to your body and notice any changes happening, and if they are happening, see the doctor, make a note and go and sit down and talk to the doctor, and also eat healthy. That's the most important thing. And I will tell you a million times how important your diet is. Honey is very important. Take 1 tablespoon every day. Nuts are very important. They have a lot of vitamins. Milk is very important, and all kind of fruits. So eat healthy.
Thank you for joining us today again, Doctor. We learned a lot. That's it today, viewers, for your installment of Your Health, Wealth, and Happiness. Until next time, stay healthy, happy, and live better.